Hello, I'm Gary Schneider of Santa Fe Senior Fit. Thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to work the trap muscles. Most people think the trap muscles are just the muscles between your neck and shoulder right up here, but that is not totally correct. Your trap muscles extend from your neck down to the midpoint of your back and surround your spine. They also extend laterally to your deltoids. So if you want to help keep your spine straight, work out your trap muscles. Your trap muscles not only support your spine, but give you better posture, balance, and functional strength like lifting objects. I'm going to show you 10 exercises to strengthen the trap muscles. So are you ready to get fit, healthy, and at your best? Let's do it. We're going to start off with barbell shrugs, which is one of the more obvious ones to work those traps. You can also do this exercise with dumbbells if you prefer. So the way you want to do the movement is you want to almost have your thighs touching the bar. You want to make sure your feet are underneath your knees, which are underneath your hips, and straight in line with your shoulders. You don't want to hunch over when you're starting this movement. And it's like you're putting your shoulders in your ear. You're just raising up for a couple seconds and back down. So I'll show you how it looks. Up, up, keep that back straight. So that's the barbell shrugs. And like I said, you can use dumbbells as well. All right, the next couple of exercises, first one's going to be with the cable machine and a rope doing the face pull. Many people like to do this with 2 ropes. For me, I've only got 1 rope, so I'm going to show you how it looks with 1 rope. And it really is a good exercise for those trap muscles, and it also works your rear delt. So I'll show you how it looks. So I've got the cable pulley about face high. And I'm going to stand a few feet back, and you want to kind of don't get your elbows out, keep them just right here. And then you want to pull it back, and almost that mid part of the rope to my nose. Get those elbows back behind the back. Just good range of motion. The face pull. And this is also really good for that mid back right around your spine. So the next one is the farmer's carry with dumbbells. And ideally, you want to eventually work your way up to where you're carrying half your weight in each hand, so it'd be your total weight. You may not be able to start there, obviously, but that's where you eventually want to get and walk for about a minute. So I'll show you what this looks like. So you want to make sure you stand straight and tall, and this is not when you walk fast. Just a nice slow walk. It's good for your core. It's good for balance. You can feel it in your trap muscles. Just nice, slow, steady steps. Like I said, keep that back straight. So that was the farmer's carry. The next 2 exercises we're going to perform are flies. The first one is the dumbbell incline reverse fly. This also works your rear delts. You don't need a heavy pair of dumbbells, so grab you a pair of light dumbbells. Have your bench slightly on an incline. I've raised this one up just a little bit. So I'm going to lay on my chest with my head slightly extended above the bench. My legs out a little bit for balance. And then raise up. Keep a slight bend in your elbow. Keep your palms facing down. And you really don't want to bring the dumbbells further than past your shoulders. So good exercise for the traps and the rear delts. The next exercise is the dumbbell lateral raise. You can also perform this standing up. I'm going to show you what it looks like seated. So kind of same principles apply. I'm going to start out sitting straight and tall, edge of my seat, and then raise up. Palms down. I'm not bringing it past my shoulders, keeping my back straight. So those are dumbbell lateral raises. The next two exercises are compound movements, which work multiple muscle groups. They're great exercises also for the traps. First one's going to be the bent over barbell row, which also works your lats and rhomboids as well. So here on the bent over row, you want to keep your back straight when you're performing this. I've got my shoelaces right underneath the bar. My back is straight, and I've got my hands just on the slight outside of my shins, and then raise up. Get a good squeeze. Keep that back straight. So that's the bent over barbell row. Now the next one, which I love, are deadlifts. You can also perform this one with dumbbells, and also as well as the bent over rows. The deadlift is a compound movement which works your traps, the hamstrings, glutes, and thighs. It works many muscles. So here you want to start out with the barbell over your shoelaces. And the key to this movement is you kind of, when you're down here lifting, you want to raise up, slight bend in your knees, and thrust that hip forward. Then on the downward movement, that hip's going out. And then you start to bend your knees when the bar crosses your knees. I'll show you what it looks like. So I got the bar over my shoelaces. So up. Then my hips go out. Knees start to bend. Thrust hip forward. Back down. Back down, knees slight bend. Back up. So the deadlift, you really want to make sure you keep your back straight and you keep that barbell close to your body. Bring it right up along your thighs. Okay, the next two exercises are rows. The first one is the close grip lat pull down that we're going to go from high to low. The second one, we're going to go from low to high. So whenever you're doing close grip pull downs or any sort of rowing, that's going to work more the mid part of that back, which is where your traps are, which is right around your spine. So on this exercise, you want to make sure when you come down, you kind of get what they call a proud chest, kind of pop that chest up a little bit. It'll put a slight arch in your back, but make sure you keep your back straight. Don't lift your rear off the seat. You want to use a nice steady tempo. So here's what it looks like. So keep that back straight. Get a full range of motion. Squeeze those traps. So you can really feel that in your lats and your traps. So the next exercise, which I really like for the traps, is that low to high cable pulley. So let me adjust the weight a little bit. So what we're going to be doing here is, as I mentioned, going low to high. I've got two handle pulleys. I'm going to step back a little bit, keep my back straight. My feet are underneath my knees. And I'm going to raise up. You can see that my shoulders are going up almost like a shrug. It kind of feels like a shrug, but it really works those upper traps. You don't want to go with your elbows out wide. Keep them close in. So that's the low to high cable pulley. And finally, one exercise you should not perform for traps or upright rows. I'm not a fan of these because you're promoting internal rotation of the shoulder, which can be problematic for people with shoulder injuries or imbalances, and it also puts a strain on your wrists. That internal rotation is when you're kind of rotating your shoulder. Now, you may not see it, but that's what's happening because you've got that weight in front of you, and when you raise up, you're internally rotating. So let me show you with an upright row with just a barbell. So when I come up, my wrists are in an awkward position, and that puts an internal rotation on my shoulder. A better option for like a similar upright row is what I call the dumbbell high rotation. So here I have a dumbbell, and I'm doing this movement, which gives me external rotation. So I'm bringing the weight and my arm back behind my body, more so my arm, and I've got external rotation on that shoulder. And notice where I have the dumbbell this way. It's not turned this way, it's not this way, it's more that way. So it's a good option if you're kind of interested in something similar to an upright row, but no upright rows. Make sure to include trap exercises when performing your back exercises, and always do some warm-up sets. So thank you for watching, and check out more of my videos at SantaFeSeniorFit.com or on YouTube at youtube.com/@SantaFeSeniorFit. Thanks, and God bless.